Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. How are you guys doing? It's a late video today, apparently. I didn't notice the time, pardon me. Um, this is, if it's your first time joining my channel, welcome. This is Lucifer here, your friendly prince of darkness, once again. Business and spiritual consultant, as always. And if you're wondering what is Lucifer doing on earth, well, let me tell you. He's talking about everything. He's talking about everything the world is made of, which is what? Business and spirituality. All right. So today I would like to, or tonight, depending on where you're listening from, I would like to talk about, I would like to give gratitude. I would like to give gratitude to all my ascended masters. I would like to give gratitude to Lucifer. I would like to, which is myself. I would like to thank myself for being myself. I would like to thank Asmodeus too. He's a very great help. He's a very appreciated friend of mine. I would like to thank Clarneck, another appreciated friend of mine. I feel like I have to do another video about Clarneck, but Clarneck doesn't like to be on video apparently, so I'll have to ask him about that. But I have understood a couple things. I did talk about him in one of my recent videos, and how I have mostly underestimated his position in the Infernal Kingdom. So I'll have to, consort with him to find out if it is okay for me to speak of him. Although I have to admit, it does feel, when I work with Clarneck, it does feel a little bit shaky. It's a little bit shaky. The boat. When you work with Clarneck, the boat will be rocked. The boat will be rocked. The boat will be rocked. But still, I appreciate what he does, and some of my problems when I work with Clarneck might come from my own state of mind, my own way of thinking, how I perceive reality. It might come from me. Not that I'm saying that something might come from him. I'm not trying to insult anyone. No pun intended. No offense meant. But if you're working with Clarneck and you're having a little bit of trouble, you might want to take a step back, and analyze, or not take a step back, but I would say to have more confidence in what it is that he's doing. But at the same time, you know what? That's BS. I don't think it has anything to do with confidence. I don't think you need to hold back. I don't think you need to take a step back. I don't think you have to have more confidence. I just think it's just the way he works. I think it's shaky. I just think it's a bumpy ride. Working with Clarneck is a bumpy ride. I think that's and your attitude is to be expected. If I understand, if I was a betting man, I would say that your attitude towards him might be expected. If you feel like things are not, working your way or something like that, or whatever the case may be. Because sometimes he is like, it's like snap of a finger, and then some other times it's kind of like, oh, all right. So I would want to be grateful to Lilith, of course, and Beelzebub, of course. Lilith has helped me a lot recently, like crazy. She's very on it right now. Very on it. Beelzebub doing his defensive work, Lilith on the offensive, Beelzebub on the defensive. They make a great team, apparently. They make a great team, apparently. So, very, very, very grateful for all my kings of hell that I can work with. Which is the point of my video here. The point of my video is to state that this road of demonology, or whatever you want to call it, I personally call it apotheosis. Um, I personally call it apotheosis, and on this road, it can be hard. It can be hard, but they are also very capable of. They will bring you what you wish for, but it can be hard. It's not always easy. It's not, flick of a finger all the time, blah blah blah. But I'm mostly saying this because I'm trying to encourage you to keep on the path that you've chosen with this demon group, whichever your demon group is, because I think some people's demon group are different from others. I think I'm just lucky to be able to work with these kings, that I have gained the attention of these kings. I don't know if it's luck. I don't know if it's skill. I don't know if it's my DNA. It might be in my DNA. I don't know. Maybe I'm. Well, I am the son of Lilith. But it's still, I consider myself lucky to have like literal kings of sin to work with. A lot of people work with, lesser demons. I work with major demons, and I understand why working with lesser demons might be a good thing too. They might be able to fill a void, that is currently occupied by a major demon. So while your major demon is occupying the major space, maybe you can occupy the lesser space with a lesser demon too. So that's something that I'm gonna start getting up on. I'm starting to feel curious a little bit about, like, lesser demons. Not that I feel that I need it, but I am a little bit of a control freak, a little bit. I'm a little bit of a control freak. I mean, like, I don't consider myself a control freak, but I like to keep everything. I want everything to be perfect all the time. Hence my name. I like everything to be perfect all the time. But anyway, enough about me. I would like to encourage you to stay on the road. And yes, it's hard. Yes, it's hard, but the rewards are immense. So worth it. Winning, hashtag winning. Okay. Um, you know, I could sit here and make a 1 hour video about like how great these guys are, but they're gonna just end up telling me, well, you're the magic, first of all, man. Like, and the more you think us, the less confidence you're gonna have in yourself. So it kind of has like a reverse effect if I just keep thinking them, even though I'm very aware of what they did for me. Yes, I did call upon it. Yes, I did use my energy to do it, but I'm very aware of what they did. I'm very aware of their presence. I'm very aware that they are around. So it's hard for me to take 100% of the credit when I did 50% of the work. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, okay, 70, 80, 85 tops. It's my last offer. 85% of the work, and the 35% of rest of the work. So it's kind of like, it is what it is. Which is also an advice for me to give you at the same time. Although I'm very aware that some of these presumptuous people out here are very capable of taking responsibility for all the spells that they do. So they don't have a problem saying, "Oh yeah, it's me, it's this." And in some cases I kind of am like that, but in some cases I'm not. You all right? Yeah, okay. In some cases, in some cases, I I'm aware. I'm aware they're around. And I guess it's important for me to know that I have the power too, because let's say you need to do some work, and you're about to go do some work, but it's difficult work. you're gonna end up feeling like, oh well, I can't do this, man. Only he can do that. I can't do this, which is kind of like, kind of like somebody we all know, But we're not gonna get into that right now. We're gonna get into that later on, because there's a lot of interesting things. I don't know if hey, I'm not trying to start nothing, but like, I don't know about you guys, but 2 days ago there was a little bit of energy, there was a little bit of negativity flying around. I'm not gonna name any names, but there was a lot of energy flying around, man. We're gonna talk about that too later on. Not right now. But that's very interesting, because I don't think that's gonna just fly away. I think this is we're entering a new weird battle, with a specific set of people. Well, it's not a new battle. It's always been there, but apparently, things are getting spicy. Things are getting a little bit spicy right now. So, we're gonna talk about that. I got some very interesting concepts that we're gonna talk about too pretty soon. Like I said before, please subscribe to my channel. By the way, subscribe to my channel. Leave a like, leave a comment whenever you can, if it's possible. Yeah. So the great thing about these path workings, because it is path working. Well, in my case, it's a path work. I'm not just doing magic. I'm actually trying to live through a timeline. I'm actually, I actually want this apotheosis. I've been into apotheosis for a long time. Well, not that long, but it's been a minute, a couple years. It's been a couple years now. So I can tell you how great it is in some cases, and I can tell you how bad it is in some cases, but that's neither here or there. The point is what you really can get out of it, and that is the life transforming power that you can get out of it, the power of manifestation, the power of creating something out of nothing, the power to have whatever you want, the power to have abundance, prosperity, and success and whatnot. A lot of people right now, a lot of video makers, a lot of YouTubers right now making videos about how to gain success using magic, and that's all fine and dandy, but I think in some cases it might be a little bit too late. The reason why I say that is because a lot of people have not made their platform in a way that lets other people know that they can attain success, even if there are hardcore magicians, like hardcore path workers, right? Like if they're hardcore, a lot of people feel themselves as being hardcore path workers, but they might not understand how paths works. In all religion or discipline or magic aspects, there are gods of success. In Haitian voodoo, there's gods of success. There's success built spells or rituals. Demonology too, like Klonek or Abaddon, or not Abaddon, but Ammon or Belphegor, these guys. Even Asmodeus actually has a little bit of a success thing going on, like, Christianity too, pardon my language, no offense, but Christianity too, everywhere in all religion. So I feel like people tend to underestimate what success really is. People seem to believe that success is not part of everyday life. when in actuality it is. Success is part of everyday life. Success is something that is supposed to be normal. But, you know, the movies, the media, you know, specific groups of people that have agendas want to make you believe that it's not normal, that you're not supposed to want that, that's evil, that's not something that's you should go for, or that's not wanted, or something like that, you know. But it's actually very important to everything else. You have to have a balance, you know, and it's one thing to have a balance in the exterior world, but you also need to have a balance in your interior world, because you can't have 100% of everything and 1% of one thing that resides within you. That will create an unbalance, because now you still have something on that scale. You know, your scale, one side of the scale is full, but you know, like now you have this thing lingering here that's making the scale unbalanced. But if you have everything is on the same plane, right? Because that's what happens when your scale is balanced. Everything is on the same plane. Everything is straight. The straight and narrow, right? There's a horizon. It's a horizontal, right? So even if you have 100% of everything else, but you don't care about a specific subject, and it might not be success, it might be something else. It might be love, it might be knowledge, I don't know, whatever, right? It might be a lack of emotion, might be a lack of, I don't know, anything, you know, understanding, whatever. Who cares? It will create an unbalance. It will create an unbalance. Like you have to stay aware of every group and component of what thyself is. Know thyself, which is something people repeat all the time. What is know thyself? How is easy? It's an easy word to say, but it's not an easy thing to understand. To know thyself. You know, sometimes it's downright scary to know yourself. You know, it's downright scary. You know, because there's part of yourself you don't want to look at. You know, there's part of yourself you don't want to acknowledge. You're not you know, like you would rather like put that behind you. But you can convert those parts into something better. If you know that you're something that you don't like about yourself per se, don't just sit there and not like it and just throw it in the garbage. Like, make use of it. Make use of it. There has to be something in there that you can actually merge into something good. There's something in there that you can, like, not purge, but I guess purge. You could purge out all the negative aspect of that particular part of yourself that you don't like, and take all the positive, if there is. I mean, even something negative can be positive if used the right way, you know. So you take that part and try to implement it, because there's a reason why you're like this. There's a reason why. It's part of your personality. It's part of your soul. There's a connection to that. There's a God that's connected to that particular aspect of yourself. And yes, that God also has probably negative aspects, but that doesn't mean he's negative per se. Maybe he uses those negative aspects to do something better, to do something great, to do something good, the best he can. And I am talking about myself, by the way, when I say these things, because there are some negative aspect of myself that I have purged for the betterment of humanity and myself. Of course, we're not gonna say the word humanity here. We're not gonna admit that we want to help people, because then we're gonna being taken advantage of. People are gonna take us for granted, so we're not gonna say that. But at the end of the day, whatever you do that's positive for you, if I do something positive for me and somebody else looks at that positivity, I don't think it's gonna hurt that person if he takes a little bit from that positivity and adds it to his own. So I'm not hurting anybody by doing that, right? So who am I helping? Yes, I'm helping myself, but somebody else saw me do it. So I inadvertently helped him too. Unfortunately or fortunately. Who knows? I don't know. You know? So yeah. Please subscribe to my channel, man. Sorry for my sparsely made videos. Like I said, we will be coming back on a regular basis. Check out the website. We got some more videos coming on the website, of course. That website is gonna be very important pretty soon. It already is. But I'm gonna lay out all of my secrets. Man, my fingers. I'm gonna lay out all of my secrets. I'm doing like weird hand signs here. I'm gonna lay out all of my secrets on that website, man. We got the book coming. And I'm gonna give you all the powers of the 36 chambers. It's not really 36 chambers. This is just how I call it. It's just a better way of saying the plethora of abilities that a human has. You know, there's a plethora of abilities that humans have, and a plethora in all those abilities. There's like another bunch of applications that you can use via those abilities. And I've been concentrating on the voice lately. Because other people have been concentrating on the mind chakra. So I'm concentrating on the throat chakra because, you know, I don't like being popular. So since I don't like being popular, I talk about stuff that nobody else talks about. But now people are talking about the throat chakra. So pretty soon I'll be talking about the mind chakra. You know what I mean? And there's also the core chakra too, but that's gonna be in a long time. The reason why it's gonna be in a long time, because the core chakra has a lot to do with love. And unfortunately, a lot of people are not ready for love. A lot of people don't love. So unfortunately, if I start talking about the core chakra, it's gonna piss a lot of people off. And I don't care if they're pissed off, but it's not useful to me at this particular time and point. I don't need that. It's unnecessary, you know. And anyways, they're secrets. So I rather use those powers for myself. And when you're ready for it, I'll tell you. But right now, people are not ready for it. But of course, you know, when you speak something into the universe listens to you, and then it sends it back. It goes into the outer space, hits the satellite, and then there's little, gremlins typing at the computer, and then they send another signal back to Earth, and then you're gonna see people talking about the core chakra, because I just made a video talking about the core chakra and love, and now everybody's gonna talk about love and the core chakra. Whatever, I don't care. I do know I'm going to talk about the mind chakra, since everybody finished talking about the mind chakra. I'm going to go back to the mind chakra, and then when they go back to the mind chakra, I'm going to talk about another chakra. You know, and so on and so on, man. It's a video. I'm a character. I'm Lucifer. I have to stay, I have to stay on top of the game. I have to stay on top of the mountain. If I just do the same videos that everybody else does, yes, I can get some more views. Technically, because I did try that and it didn't necessarily work in my favor. Trust me, I'm telling you. Of course, I'll do some videos where, I talk about the same thing everybody talk about, But hey, first of all, people didn't even listen to my sarcasm retention video. So I'm just saying, You know, there's not a lot of people. I don't know. Maybe a lot of people felt offended. Maybe it's because I said sarcasm retention, but we all know what I'm talking about when I say sarcasm retention, because there's like thousands of video about semen retention out there. So I'm just letting you know. So, anyways, I'm gonna stop skating right now, and and I'm gonna tell you, like I said before, I have to be I can't make videos about what everybody else talks about, because I have to stand out. And the only way to stand out is by doing something different. So most of my videos are different. And that's why my videos are different. And that's why my videos are successful. And that's why a lot of people watch my videos. That's why I have the success I have, is because I don't talk about the same thing everybody else talks about. So I don't fall into the algorithm of YouTube that just picks out, you know, the first, you know, I don't fall into the graveyard of a bajillion of the same category of content, and then I'm the bottom of the list. So you see, if you're drunk or you're high, no pun intended, but if you're drunk and high and you're looking for something different, I'm gonna be one of the first things that pops up. So, you know, of course, I don't want drunk and high people to listen to me, you know, all the time. I do want sober people to understand what I'm saying, but you get the idea. So, tell me, guys, how are your pat works working? How is your pat work working? How is your life going? Not that I want to know everything about your life, but how is your spiritual world working out for you right now? Because I can't believe that with everything that's going on, that you're not connected. You have to be connected. You can't watch my videos. You can't listen to my videos, watch my videos, and understand the things that I'm saying, and your spiritual life is not blooming. That's impossible. It's impossible. I don't believe that is the case. I don't believe the case. The real case is your spiritual strength is growing with every knowledge, bits and pieces of knowledge that I tell you. That's what I believe. I'm pretty sure of it. But you don't have to admit it. It's okay. It's okay. But let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about this shit, man. Let's talk about it. So, anyways, boy, I feel like saying so much things right now, but I'm not gonna waste my energy right now. We're gonna get ourselves set up first. We're gonna get ourselves set up first, and then we're gonna hit you with some more good stuff. All right, man. I'm excited. So, this is Lucifer here, business and spiritual consultant. As always, your first time joining my channel, please subscribe, leave a comment, leave a like. Go on my website, make yourself an account, check out my podcasts. We got some more videos coming. It's really important. It's really cool. And if you actually do practice those things, it's going to be amazing. I got meditation practices for demonologists, because there's a lot of, you know, I got meditation practice for demonologists that are coming pretty soon. I don't know at what time, but they're coming pretty soon. And yeah, so keep it locked in, keep it tuned in. It helps out. It's only $1.99 a month. It helps out. Eventually, it'll help to pay for the website, because the website is not free, man. It's not free. You know, so a lot of things that I make isn't free. So, you know, please help out. And I know it's cheap. So a lot of people feel like, man, you know, hey, it is cheap. It is cheap. But you know what? I kind of don't care. I kind of don't care it's cheap, because the more of you that's here, the better it is. I'll figure it out. I'm a smart guy. I'm a smart guy. I'll figure this out. I'll figure life out, man. The important thing that you need to do is to go on the website, ask me for videos. Ask me for the next video. Ask me when the next video is going to be done. Make yourself an account. Stay on there. Stay locked in. Stay tuned in. Check out my YouTube channel too. Check out my YouTube channel. Check out the website. Check out the YouTube channel. And come to my events too. Okay? And buy the book. That's coming digital. I don't know about the hardcover one, but I will have a digital version. So check out the book. Alright? So this is it. This video is too damn long. And as I always say, have a good one. Peace out.